Hey, I'm trying something new today. It's tough to stay on top of the evolving creative industry. You got the tech side, you have the design side, you have just business news and things that you need to be aware of. And I was thinking of playing around with making some content about news you should know about to keep you up to date on what's going on inside the industry that you work in. So today I have got 3 articles that I'm gonna share with you. Not really articles, but news bites that relate to the design industry, that relate to the tech industry, they relate to the business industry, and they're things that you should be aware of. So let's dig into the first one, which is that in September 2022, Adobe announced their intention to purchase Figma for $20 billion. So that was September 2022. Adobe last summer in 2023 put Adobe XD on life support. They put it in maintenance mode, which would only allow users who already had it installed to be able to continue to use it, but it wouldn't accept new users. Now, in December 18th of 2023, last year, about 2 months ago, month and a half ago, they announced the cancellation of the deal. Adobe had to pay $1 billion to cancel the $20 billion deal. There are a bunch of articles about this that you can read. The thing that I thought was interesting was the reasoning for the cancellation of the deal, which I didn't know until I did some research this morning, and what the market share would have been had they kept that deal going. Now let's look at the market share element first. With the merger, you can see here, Adobe was roughly 25% of the UI design market, and Figma was 51%, and together they would have been 76% of the UI UX design market. Now, they face regulatory challenges trying to get this deal approved in the UK and in the broader European market because of monopoly, because they can't go and purchase the dominant player in the space and then have 76% of the market share. And so it was deemed unfair and they had to cancel the deal, which I think was interesting. I didn't know that when I started researching the reason that the deal was squashed. I thought that was fascinating. Hopefully it's news to you. And kudos to the world regulators protecting the consumers in cases like this. The market share growth of Figma, you started in 2017. That's about the time I found out about Figma in 2018. And it was just a speck of market share. And look how it grew over the course of the next 5 years. This is on the Pragmatic Engineer. I'm going to post links for all of these articles in the description so you can take a look at more things. Pragmatic Engineer has this little chart here, which was based on this UX design tool survey, which is in this uxtools.co website. Anyway, Figma, such a huge piece of market share, and Adobe XD struggled to gain market share. And I bet wrong on this. I told people I've been doing this a long time. I've seen Adobe squash pretty much everybody that it wanted to squash. It purchased Macromedia. It got rid of Quark Express. I've seen it happen over years of time. Photoshop has been the dominant player in photo manipulation and design for a long time as well. Adobe InDesign squashes PageMaker, part of that through this purchase. Aldis to purchased by Macromedia, and Macromedia purchased by Adobe. All of these things have been Adobe dominating all of these landscapes for so long. And I thought they were going to do it again with Adobe XD. I bet wrong. Figma is the play. If you're not doing your UX design in Figma, you should start. It is the dominant player. People love it. I don't see it going away anytime soon. And now that Adobe is pulling out with apparently no plans to keep investing into the Adobe XD product line, it's them kind of bowing out of this platform. All right, so that is article number 1 or news bite number 1. The next thing we're going to go into is the start of the environmental virtual world with the release of the Apple Vision Pro, which came out just a couple of days ago. I've seen all kinds of videos. Some of them are funny. People driving. I saw one this morning, driving a Cybertruck while they're with their goggles on and they're doing their little stuff. I'm not going to share about those kinds of things in this video. You can find tons of memes and stuff already about this. I do think it's an interesting technology play. I do think that there is a place for this. I do think that it will likely get rid of us having monitors on our desktop where we do our work. We'll be doing it inside of these kinds of virtual spaces. But it's not today. And the price point is an exploratory price point. It's selling for $3,499. $3,499. I thought about this price point and how it's going to price out so many different people. But the people who are going to buy this in version 1 are likely going to buy it at $34.99. Most of them would probably bought it at $4,000 or $44.99 or whatever price point Apple wanted to make it. It is a high cost product in its current state. And with a whopping battery life of 2 hours or up to 2 hours, as Apple boasts on their product page, there's still some work to be done. A couple of things in justification for the price. This was what Tim Cook highlighted, that it was years in development, that it has over 5,000 patents, which I thought was interesting. And then I looked up the specs. It also has a 23 million pixel display, 3D display system. It has the cameras, 2 high-resolution main cameras, 6 world-facing tracking cameras, and 4 eye-tracking cameras. That's, what do we got there? 12 cameras, plus spatial audio, plus everything else that's included, and this new touchless tap things in the virtual space user interface. So there's a lot of technology that went into this. I don't fault Apple on the price point. 5,000 patents costs a lot of money to get all those patents, put those in place, have all the specs and everything for those patent applications. Years of development. How much did they spend on this? Millions, millions, and millions of dollars developing this product. And it is version 1. It's version 1. I'm going to wait for version 2. I don't think that it's a everyday use thing in its current state, but super interesting technology for everybody to start watching. And if you got $3,500 to burn, maybe you go buy some. I'm sure next year V2 will come out with a 3-hour battery life or 5-hour battery life or whatever it is to give those specs a little boost. Now it's got the M3 chip and the M3 Max Pro whatever chip. We're going to see the evolution of this product over time, but it's pretty fascinating. It's pretty fascinating, something to watch. All right, there's some design news for you. Hope you like this little video. Interesting little change, just trying out some new stuff. All right, thanks a lot. Hey, I've got a bunch of courses. I've got a paid community for creative entrepreneurs, More Creative Academy. I got links for those things down below. You should check them out. I'm giving a ton of value in both my unpaid content offering on YouTube and Instagram primarily, and then even more value inside my premium offerings, my community, and my courses. All right, thanks a lot. We'll see you again soon.